Sorry for the switch in the environment. The computer wanted me to do some training and I got mad at it, so it switched me around to somewhere else. I don't really know why. Oh well. Alright. Now, where were we? After conferring with my notes, I remember where we were. And reviewing the video, of course. Zai Saishi. That's the one. Neo China. Young kid. Youngest ever pilot. A Gundam in the Gundam fight. Really good at it. Wants to bring back Shaolin martial arts style to the world in general because it's declined. And it's very sad. And yeah, he didn't actually get that much character development. He kind of fell in love once. Yeah, not much. Those last four are the four who, of course... Oh no, my mistake. Forgetting the most important person. Sort of. Almost forgot. Argo Gelsky of Neo Russia. Is a criminal. That's a bit different. Yes, he's a criminal. He's a space pirate. Yeah, he's a space pirate. It's pretty cool. He pilots his Gundam, the Bolt Gundam, while having a bomb strapped to his chest and being in handcuffs that briefly sort of released while he's in the Gundam. But, of course, he's a man with honor. He's fighting in the Gundam fight in order to free his comrades. Because if he wins, they'll free them. Which I sort of doubt a little bit. But, yes. He's strong, silent type. He's a badass. That's really all you gotta say about him. He's badass. You learn more of his history and stuff like that, and never quite learn why he became a space pirate, though. That would have been an interesting plot point. Oh well. Not too important. Would have liked to have seen it, though. Now, those last four are the four who eventually become, well, not really eventually, they very quickly become Gundams. The Gundam allies for Domon Kashu. The traditional enemies become friends, tournament fight, shonen anime. Yeah, that happens. Now for the next character I'd like to talk about. Master Asia, the undefeated of the East. The person who taught Domon how to become who he was. And the King of Hearts. Well, he's the former King of Hearts. Domon's the new King of Hearts. He's the one who taught him to be the King of Hearts. With glowy, super cool emblems on the back of his hand. Do crazy, awesome martial art moves. The school of the undefeated of the East stuff. It's great. It's so hot-blooded. It's wonderful. But yeah, Master Asia is probably the only person I've ever seen in the Gundam anime take down Gundams with his bare hands and a scarf. A scarf. How? Oh, not really how. It was really cool awesomeness. It was great. Yeah, he's a villain. Yeah, he's a really cool villain, though. Also, his name is literally Tohei Fuhai, something pronounced like that. His name is literally the undefeated beast. It's funny. Next, let's talk about other people who are related to Domon. Like his brother, Kyoji Kashu. Dark Gundam. Literally cannot talk about anything about him without spoiling things. He's Domon's brother. Pretty cool. Sure. Or Gundam. Yeah. Let's go to the next man. The sixth ranger, we'll say, for Domon's group. Schwarzbruder from Neo Germany. He's a German ninja. He's a German ninja. German ninhu. Yeah, Neo Germany. And the best thing is that they all dress like him. Yeah. I'll show you a picture or something. They all dress like him. It's weird. Cool, badass dude who shows up and teaches them all things. Teaches Domon how to be a better person in general. He's pretty cool. Then, well, I guess there's the other person who's in their band, Alan B. Beardsley, who shows up really, really late and becomes the sort of main character. And hyper-energetic super gal who is ridiculously achieved martial artist, and Sweden. Sweden. Also her Gundam. Oh, there'll be pictures. It'll be. It's a Sailor Moon looking Gundam. It's in a sailor suit. It's a girl Gundam. It's weird. And you'll learn more about her if you watch the show. That's all the characters that are really important, I think. And then I have to talk about the best character. The introduction character. Stalker. Yes, the guy who gives you your little introduction at the beginning of every episode. His name is literally Stalker. Because he's a stalker. What do I do with that? He's a stalker. Yeah, he is what he is. He's pretty awesome, though. Let's talk a little about themes of the show. There's a really big theme of friendship. It's a shonen anime. There's a lot of friendship going on. Love is a really good theme that's going on in this, too. And not just, like, romantic love, which comes in kind of later in the show. But there's a lot of family love, brotherly love, love for the father, love for the mother, stuff like that. Family's important in the show. It's actually kind of cool. Saishi, his father, was very important to him. Family's pretty important. It's pretty interesting to see that in a show like this. Weird. Really good. Then, of course, there's ecological issues are addressed in the show because Earth is a piece of crap. Everybody has destroyed the Earth. It's sucky. And they talk about how the Earth is dying and stuff, and they need to help the Earth not be dying. Ecological issues is breached a lot. Oh, yes. Another big theme is redemption. There's a lot of people trying to redeem themselves. It's pretty traditional for a tournament fighter, shown in even a mecha anime. There's an interesting thing with the plot line and the feelings of a student and a master. And student and teacher, and how they go together. And how important they are, even when they're on opposite sides, how important they are to each other. It's really brilliant. It's actually, that's the really well written part. That's really well written. Oh yes. Let's talk about pacing. The show is paced really decently, actually. It's got a pretty good, decent pacing. It just keeps on throwing things at you. Every episode's normally pretty self-contained. There's a few arcs that aren't that self-contained, like the training arc, not really particularly self-contained to each other. The invasion of the Dark Army in Japan. These aren't even spoilers. This is the very first half of the anime, not really spoilery stuff that I'm saying. It's paced pretty well. Later in the show, for a little bit, towards the finals, things sort of chug a little bit, but it's not bad because you learn some interesting things, and there's a lot of character development in that point. And then we have probably the thing that everyone's going to want me to talk about anyway. That would be the stereotypes going on. A lot of these characters are kind of cookie cutter to begin with, but there's all this stereotyping. Every country is really stereotyped. But, it's not, it kind of was all done to be funny. Everybody's stereotyped, even Japan is stereotyped in here. And they're not really the bad stereotypes, they're mostly the really funny things. I wouldn't say stereotyping is good, but in this case, everyone was equally stereotyped in a really corny, funny way. Really ridiculous. It was just meant to be ridiculous, and it is. All the stereotypes are just ridiculous. That's why they're kind of funny. Some of them don't make that much sense, but they're ridiculous. But yeah, things that you see stereotypes. There's Spike Gundam, or Tequila Gundam, as it was called in Japan, Windmill Gundam, Lumberjack Gundam. Just, oh my god. This, it's hard to keep a straight face, even talking about this stuff, because it's just ridiculous. It's wonderful and beautiful. This whole thing's just so corny. It's so corny. It's really great. It's so filled with mecha. Mecha love. Mecha love. Don't you love giant robots? It's really that sort of thing. Everything's just about battle, fight, 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 giant robots.